In this video, I'm going to share with you 10 one-man plays that I think are absolutely superb. They all utilise different forms and styles. They have a terrific blend of humour and drama, and they'll be perfect if you're working on your own solo piece and seeking some awesome inspiration. So, let's go. Frankie by Wright. This play is spoken by Simon, who changes his name to Frankie, a fictional political poet in 1987, and the play is written in verse. It's a play about first love, the Labour Party, and performance poetry. It explores both rhyming and free verse in a ruthlessly energetic and slick way. It's the perfect fusion of poetry and drama, and a reminder of the wonder of words and their storytelling potential. Cruise by Holden. Jack is 22 and working in a call centre when a man called Miko calls. Jack reenacts Michael's story from the 1980s, the story of one night that was meant to be his last on Earth, going out in style in Soho. It's an epic story with tons of amazing characters and full of physical storytelling. It's big and bold and a brilliantly resonant story that's brought up to date from the 1980s AIDS crisis to our contemporary COVID pandemic. Song from Far Away by Simon Stevens. Willem is a young man working in America who travels home to Amsterdam for his brother's funeral. He tries to repair broken relationships from his past whilst trying to come to terms with his present pain. There are so many powerful and poetical moments vividly capturing love and loss, and this play is a poignant and tender investigation of grief. Also, the play is being revived and produced at home in Manchester in February 2023. The Man by James Graham. Ben is a young man struggling to file his first self-employed tax return. The play is a series of stories inspired by receipts from the year. These receipts are given out to the audience at the start, and the order of the play is determined by which receipt is picked out by Ben. It's a play full of warmth. It's very funny and touching, but like all the best plays, it studies sadness and loss with equal eloquence. Actor by Stephen Berkoff. Stephen Berkoff was a one-man theatrical powerhouse who dominated UK theatre at the end of the last century. The play is spoken by an actor, and although it premiered in 1984, it feels as fresh today as it did then. Through a series of brief phone calls, the actor seeks guidance, encouragement, and above all, employment, all whilst trying to repress his inner turmoil. This is a very short and intriguing snapshot of what life feels like as an actor. Recollections of Scott Forbes, edited by Samuel Adamson. This play is from a show called cked, a multi-play project created for the 10th anniversary of September 11th. It's a verbatim piece compiled from real words spoken by Scott Forbes, a man who worked in the South Tower of the World Trade Center. Scott speaks vividly about the day itself, as well as addressing some unusual and unexplained occurrences in the lead up to the tower's collapse. Awkward Conversations with Animals by Rob Hayes. Bobby is a young man with an unusual habit of having one-night stands with consenting adult mammals. Each scene of the play involves a different animal, and it's one of the funniest and most absurd plays I've ever read. But alongside its weirdness, the play explores Bobby's tragic and troubled backstory, which underpins everything as the police try to track him down. Angry Alan by Penelope Skinner. Roger is a middle-aged American in a real rut until he discovers Angry Alan, a men's rights activist, online. The play follows Roger slowly and surely being influenced by what he's reading and watching, and it feels immensely relevant. It explores the hazardous and destructive consequences of toxic masculinity, and it's funny, unsettling, and ultimately tragic. The Stefan Golaszewski plays. These two plays were written and performed by Stefan Golaszewski, and they're two exquisite little stories. They're called Stefan Golaszewski Speaks About a Girl He Once Loved, and Stefan Golaszewski is a Widower. They premiered in 2008 and 2009, and Stefan Golaszewski went on to create the series Him and Her, Mum, and Marriage for the BBC. These two plays explore love and loss in the most magical way. They're hilarious and heartwarming, poignant, gut-wrenching, and simply beautiful. Annoyingly, I don't think this playtext is still published. The print run was limited to 1,000 copies, and the publisher doesn't exist anymore. Here's hoping that one day it will be republished, or that you can track a copy down, because it's a rare gem. Bottleneck by Luke Barnes. Greg is 13 years old and he lives in Liverpool with his dad. This hilariously leery and boisterous play is an absolute cracker. It's full of amazing characters and a climax that is stunningly powerful. Like all of the plays in this list, Bottleneck balances comedy and tragedy with absolute precision. It's swift, it's surprising, it's sensational. An absolute belter. So there we go, 10 one-man plays that I think perfectly explore tragedy and comedy, youth and age, love and hate, masculinity and humanity, all with dexterity, detail and vitality. You can order these playtexts from Amazon or from the publishers. Or if you're in London, you can visit the National Theatre Bookshop on the South Bank, the Royal Court Bookshop in Sloane Square, the Calder Bookshop by Waterloo, Foyles on Charing Cross Road, or Waterstones on Piccadilly. These are the best bookshops for browsing and buying plays. Thanks for watching to the end. If this video's helped you, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel too, as I've got some great videos coming up. Feel free to leave a comment down below with your favourite one-man plays and help spread the word about them. And finally, check out these other videos that I've made that I think you'll like. Take care and all the best.